Hello, this is Rich, back with episode 6 of Passage Weather Planning. As we're still in New Caledonia, you can tell we didn't take the potential weather window we were looking at, and there's really nothing on the horizon. There is one front coming through after another, punctuated on the ends by strong winds or high seas. There's even a low forming, a nasty low forming. So now we're looking out 9 days and there's still nothing in sight. I want to point out that it's at this point that lots of people, including us, tend to get antsy and make bad decisions. We find ourselves saying things like, well, maybe the seas really aren't that bad, or maybe the wind's really not that bad. And actually it was a tough one for that weather window that we passed on 3 days ago, because it was ideal in a lot of ways. There were no fronts and the wind was really nice. The problem was the incredibly steep seas. Now, using PredictWind's new hydrodynamics for waves, it really didn't even look that bad. The roll got up to 3.4 degrees. At one point here it got to 3.9, but they say less than 4 degrees is conditions that are doable. The vertical acceleration stayed extremely low and zero slamming all the way through. But what caught my attention was the number that I did a while back, I introduced in episode 4, which was the steepness factor. Not that it's a concept I came up with. It was introduced by Dr. Dilip Barua, sorry for the pronunciation, and I learned about it on Bob McDavitt's Weathergram. I calculated those steepness numbers in a spreadsheet that's available on our website, and for me, anything about 60 or 70 is great, but down here you can immediately see that the steepness gets way down to 28, 26, 25, and while the other hydrodynamic numbers look really good, the waves are incredibly steep. So I started thinking, is this real? Am I just making something up that's keeping us from taking an otherwise great passage? Well, if you look at the wave height and period, like 2.8 meters at 6.7 seconds. Now, I'm not making it up. That's got to be absolutely miserable, even if it's from behind. Almost 3 meters, almost 10-foot waves at 6.7, 6.5 seconds. I just can't imagine there's any way in the world that could be comfortable. So here we sit, waiting for a good weather window, fighting the tendency to get anxious and take something that isn't ideal. In the meantime, it really isn't that bad. We're enjoying French wine and French cheese and French food and the beautiful French culture and French people here in Noumea, as well as a gorgeous tropical island with beautiful, beautiful weather. So anyway, I'll report back when there's something more to say.